Good morning, welcome to a new studio vlog. It is absolutely freezing, hence the hat and the fact that my heater is going at full blast. I am trying my hardest to work whilst it is cold. It's currently 0 degrees. It's going to be in the -3, -4 for the rest of this week, so that's fun. Yeah, I don't do well with the cold. I don't know about you guys, but I just cannot handle it. My hands are constantly freezing, and the more kind of drawing I do and typing, the colder they get. You would think that they would get warmer with the more kind of activity that they do, but they don't, so yay for weather. This week I have to make a YouTube video because I didn't get around to making one last week because, again, it was cold, and the cold and me, we do not gel, so I just kind of shirked off work for 3 days last week, mainly because I did quite a bit of work on the 2 days that I did do work. Can you not? Can we move? I'm hoping that I can get some kind of work done. I was considering live streaming on YouTube just to get some kind of content out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to. I gave myself this goal this year of making sure that I have a video out every week and last week I didn't put a video out, so I've already broken my rule to myself of a video every week. So I'm thinking, do I do a little bit of a live stream? Do I do some recording? I'm not sure. One thing that I have done this morning is I have sat down and I've done my admin. So there were some website updates that I needed to do with like the plugins and stuff on my website, so I've done that. I've also answered some Patreon messages that come in over the weekend, so I've done that as well as adding new members to my site. So I've done all of the like important admin tasks that need to be admined. I need to make up some Etsy orders in a second, so I'm going to do that before I start anything else, because then I can give them to my husband when he comes home for lunch, so I don't have to walk in the cold and get absolutely freezing. Those are what I need to do next. As for the rest of this week, I do need to finish off the drawing of George. Well, not finish it, but I need to get some work done. I put a poll out on Patreon. This is him so far, by the way. He's about halfway there, but I did put out a poll on Patreon about whether or not you'd like to see a nose tutorial with him, because the reference that I have is really clear. I took it myself, so I made sure that it's like perfection to work from, which is so nice. Was thinking about recording a nose tutorial. I might just go ahead and do it anyway regardless of the poll results, just because it's like extra content. I do also have a meerkat that I need to draw. I need to put the line art onto some paper. I've done like a graphic for Patreons about how I've picked the colours like I usually do for tutorials or like larger tutorials. So I need to do some drawing of George, that one that I just showed you, and ideally I do need to start my meerkat. One thing that I have set myself this year in terms of business goals, don't even think it. Don't. No. You can sit down there and switch your tail all you like. She's being sassy today. I'll stroke you whilst I talk. There you go. Then you won't jump up and get in the way. Yeah, one thing that I did set myself this year in terms of business, I've realised over the past year and a bit, because my anxiety and everything has become quite prevalent in my life, I know that it's very important to take some time to rest. And the previous years in business, I've kind of been all kind of gung-ho, all out, I'm going to spend as many hours as possible, and that's great. Like, in terms of wanting to build a business and everything, that's kind of what you need to do. You need to put your all into it. and it's really led to this big period of burnout, and I am now realizing that I need to really balance my work and my life and really kind of reel back and have some more rest days. I have kind of been practicing that for the last year. I haven't made like a solid practice of it because I am still going through that thing of feeling guilty for when I take time out when I know that I should be working. But then I know that when I do overwork myself, I start to feel really anxious and really bad, and that's not good because then I just end up with months of doing absolutely nothing because I just can't. So going forward for this year, I will only be working 3 days a week, and there's another reason for that. Is because I want to combine my passion for gardening and everything with my allotment. That's going to require a little bit of time, and I kind of want to take 2 days off a week at the beginning to see how that goes and how much time I need, because I know you're not helping today, you're really not. I know that I need to take out rest, and for me, gardening and being outside, especially in the summer months, not so much now. Like now I'm like, man, you can keep your outdoors. I don't want to go out there in the cold. But in the summer months, being outside, being with nature, looking at the birds, looking at all the wildlife, and trying to do the best that I can do with attracting all the wildlife and everything into my garden, and also being a little bit more self-sufficient is one of my aims. So for me, taking the 2 days off and working up my allotment or on my garden or whatever is rest, even though I will be kind of like, you know, working in the dirt, so to speak. But I'm hoping that in having those 2 days off, it's going to really kind of make me invigorated to work on the days that I have scheduled to work. I don't have set days that I'm going to take off because it's going to be a case of working out the 2 days in the week that are best weather-wise, so that I can get the best of the weather and everything. I don't want to take the day off and it's like raining hard, because then that's just going to be, you're going to have to move. Yeah, that's going to be a kind of like terrible time. I'm not going to get as much rest if I am working in the rain. So yeah, that's my plan going forward. I'm gonna stop babbling, but I just thought I would update you guys as to what's going on and what you will potentially be seeing, because I'll be taking my camera when it gets warmer to my allotment, so that we can look at the wildlife and you can see my garden grow, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that that will be thrilling for you guys, as much as it is for me, because I'll be also taking photos and using my allotment and my garden space as inspiration for future drawings, because I'm hoping to, she's pestering, I'm hoping to use the flowers and everything that I'll be growing and other things and drawing them, so combining the two passions. And I'm hoping that by just spending more time at the allotment and stuff, I'll see more wildlife and have my camera with me and I can take photos of birds or squirrels or rabbits, and there's even some deer up there as well. So I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, last week I took 3 days off, so that was a prime start to taking 2 days off. I took more rest, but I didn't actually rest because I was anxious as hell. Patreon is done and everything else is done, so let's crack on with some Etsy orders. I've got a great card. Has one, and then we've got a long tail. It's nice because I get a mixture of single card orders, and then every now and then there are like a larger order. So we've got a great tip, a blue tit and a goldfinch. A great tip, that one, a blue tit and a goldfinch. Those three as another order. A nuthatch for the next order. Then we've got ourselves a wagtail. This one. Ta-da! Just in case you're curious about my card storage, these are DVD racks from IKEA, and then I've just kind of cut up a bit of a larger envelope to make a divider, which is just large enough so that you can see the SKU code, or the SKU, I'm not sure how to say that, and then they're all alphabetized all the way up and down, so nice and easy to pick from here. Except my new cards, I don't have white boxes anymore, the brown boxes, so this one looks a little odd because it's just like a brown divider in amongst the white, which annoys me. So I've got some thank you cards. Need one more because I miscounted. We've got 5 orders here. So these are just my standard thank you cards with a little statement on the back and everything. The orders nowadays are pretty easy to package up. All I do is just look on Etsy. I don't print any dispatch notes or anything like that to go in with, because I'm trying to like use as much or less paper as possible, all of that kind of environment and keeping the waste down, that kind of thing. So this first great tip is for Jane. So it's just really simple. I don't package single cards in tissue anymore, just because for time's sakes. And then I write the name on the front of the envelope so that when I print the label, I know who it's for. We need these stickers as well, which just go on the back of the envelope to try and help keep it sealed. That one's for Jane, thank you Jane. And then we've got Sarah next. So Sarah ordered the long tail tip card, which is one of my favourites, and I get them as frequent visitors in the garden. There were some this morning, which was quite nice. What have we got next? And then we've got Stephanie. Stephanie is a returning customer. Thank you, Stephanie. 3 cards, so she's got the goldfinch, the blue tit and the grey tit. So these will all fit because I have purchased a new set of envelopes. These ones seem bigger than other ones that I have purchased previously, so I can actually fit 3 cards in one envelope, which is nice, because then I don't have to use the larger envelopes. It is a bit more of a tighter squeeze, but we're okay with that. The cards stay in there nicely. So this one is Stephanie. Then we've got an order of the nuthatch for Holly. And then the final wagtail, which again is one of my favourites. This one I've actually entered into the Derwent art competition, so I'll find out next week whether or not he's been shortlisted or whether I can put him back up for sale. I'll keep you guys updated about that because I'm excited. I've entered the David Shepherd competition previously twice. One time one of my drawings was shortlisted and the other time wasn't so successful, but I'm hoping that this Derwent one is going to be successful because I've entered 3 drawings into that. But these are all of the orders from today. Thank you so much everybody that has ordered. I'm going to stick some tape on the back, because these new envelopes, they're easily come open if they're tugged, and I want them to be extra secure, so I'm going to stick a line of tape across each one. I've also got a letter that I need to send to my accountant as well, so I'm going to add that into today's post pile. Good morning. It is Monday, the 22nd of January. It's been a couple days since I last spoke to you. I have been drawing George. I've managed to get his nose done now. How cute is that? That's adorable, right? I'm so pleased with how he's coming along. So I did that for was it Wednesday and Thursday, or Thursday and Friday? Can't really remember. It was one of the days last week, and I filmed him, so I've edited all of the video together and it's uploaded to YouTube. So this morning my task is to, one, post that tutorial to Patreon and link it to my site and everything. I just need to finalise the line art. It's from my own reference photo, so I've kind of, because obviously it's a whole photo, I have taken out a small snippet of the nose, and from the line art I'm just going to also do the same, just a small snippet around the nose, and I think that's all I need to do. Oh, I need to do the colours used, but I can't for the life of me remember what colours I've used because I've put them all away. Annoyingly, I have stashed them all away, and I didn't write down, I didn't do like a swatch card, because I was just kind of picking the colours as and when I needed them. So I don't have any materials. I suppose what I'm going to have to do is skim through the video quickly and kind of gather the main ones that I've used. I know the kind of undertones and the darker colours and everything that I've used. It's just there's a few odd blues from the Don't Light Fast that I've used that I can't remember which ones they were, so I need to go and just check out the names of those. Yeah, that was annoying. I knew there was one thing that I was supposed to do with the pencils that I had separated and that was to make sure I made a materials list, but I mean, in my mind this is a commission. I don't need to worry about what materials I've used, but no, I need to do that for the tutorial so people can follow. I got a little delivery from Amazon the other day. I'm sitting on my foot now, so the camera's lower. There we go. Yeah, I got a little Amazon delivery because I ordered some new labels, because I wanted to kind of print my own little thank you notes to put on things, and I also wanted to include some notes for when I pack orders on YouTube and stuff, so I can add a little sticker to somebody's order and say like, oh, this order was packed on YouTube, check it out, that kind of thing. So I've ordered some labels. These ones, you can see the colour. I've gone for like a pink, kind of a fluorescent pink almost, but yeah. I've also got yellow and a kind of more fuchsia pink. I wanted to go for brighter colours because then it kind of matches some of my branding. I don't know what colour this one is, I didn't look on the thing. These ones are the yellow. Okay, so this is a really nice bright yellow label. They're just really small labels, so just small, nothing too large, nothing that's going to like be too much on a box or in the order or anything like that. So these ones haven't decided which colours are going to be for which, but those are the yellow ones. These are the other pink ones. So these are the same size, just pink and yellow. I thought they would look really nice together if I ever have any labels that I need to put together, so it's quite like nice and bright, nice and fun. they're labels that aren't going to be missed. I thought if I was just to have a white label with something on it, it might easily be missed. But if you've got a yellow label or a pink label, it's like, oh, what's that? You know? So those are ones that I have got for printing with my Dymo label printer, so that I don't have to order in labels. These were about, I think they were £4 or maybe £4 or £5 for 2 rolls of labels, and there's 250 or 1,000 labels. Okay, so it's there's 500 labels on each roll, so there's going to be quite a few, which is nice. So these should last me a really long time. My idea is that I'm just going to print a load with my label printer. It'll probably be in the next studio vlog that I do this, because I need to design the labels and everything. Yeah, print a load and then I can re-roll them back up, and I'm going to get one of those little racks that has that holds the stickers, so that I can just put it like down here. I'm going to do something with this test tube rack, and yeah, have like a little label dispenser here with my other labels as well. So these ones, so I can have this big roll on there as well, so just more accessible. Those are what I've ordered, and hopefully I'll get to do something with them soon, once I've got a little bit of time in my schedule to sort them out. I need to go through and make a new schedule. I did print out a bunch of sheets, but I've made major errors on these sheets with my scheduling, so I need to go through and redo all of those. But I did make something that I'm going to add to my shop, and I'm really excited about it. I've made these kind of mystery bags filled with goodies from my shop. So I made up like a test pack, and I calculated how much the value of all of the items were, so how much you can buy them for in my shop, and they're ranging between £22 and £26 per bag, and I think I'm going to put them up in my shop for about £13. So you're gonna, in some bags, be getting double the amount that you're paying. But it's just a selection of cards, basically everything that I offer in my shop you could get a chance of getting in here. So I think I have tried to include that every one of them has one of my wooden pins, because I've got bee wooden pins and puffin wooden pins, and then there's a selection of notebooks. I've got some coasters still left over, bookmarks, all of those things. So there's a nice selection in the mystery bags. I have made them all up. So far we've got this selection of mystery bags. I think there was 13, and then I made 5 more, so there's about 18, maybe 20 in there, and they're just, some are different sizes because some have different things in. But yeah, those are going to be in my shop probably by the time that you see this vlog. So if you do fancy getting yourself a mystery bag and potentially doubling the value of what you're paying with the products, then I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm really excited to offer these because I love a mystery bag, and I really hope that you like them as well. Today's job is to actually edit this studio vlog that you're watching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be editing it now, and then just kind of making sure that I've got some footage, some good footage in there. But I know that I've got orders that I've packed, and I do have another couple of orders to pack, which I'm just going to film for you guys. But yeah, that's basically all I've been doing really, is trying to organise myself, because January has just flown. So I've been trying to organise myself by just printing out some of these free calendar printables from blankcalendarpages.com, trying to organise myself like that, and just drawing some more of George. I did a YouTube live stream as well with George, which was really fun. I really miss live streaming publicly on YouTube, just because when I stream publicly, obviously there's a lot more interaction and everything, so I do kind of miss it, and I am thinking about bringing it back. So I'm gonna have to see how that goes. But if you would like to see live streams, live drawings, I'm going to be working on a few wildlife pieces to enter into competitions and things. Let me know in the comments below if that is something that you would like to see. Yeah, I am going to sign off with my talking portion. but there may be a few clips afterwards, I'm not sure yet, about just packaging some orders and maybe doing some scheduling. But thank you so much for watching this studio vlog. If you do fancy checking out anything in my shop, I would very much appreciate it, because January is one of those slow months that just people just aren't buying as much, because obviously Christmas and start of the year and finances and everything. But if you do fancy purchasing anything from my shop, if you've got any upcoming birthdays that you need cards for or anything, I would hugely appreciate you checking out my shop and maybe purchasing a sneaky something. I will be adding as well a pick and mix card listing. I have like a pack of 10 cards that you can buy, but I'm going to be adding like a pick and mix pack of 5 and a pick and mix pack of 10, so you can choose your own. I probably won't get around to doing that by the time you see this vlog, but that will be available in my shop soon, just to let you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Just if you're not supporting, like buying something in the shop, I really just appreciate you watching the vlog and everything and just interacting. Leave me some nice comments, and if you did get this far in the vlog, leave me a sunflower emoji in the comments, because I am ready for the warmer weather to start, and I want to start that by adding some sunflowers in my comment section. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.